All right, so today we are going to be talking about working out with purpose. What are some best practices for the gym? Now, I get it. We go to the gym and sometimes we feel like we do a lot. We feel like we're sweaty by the end of it. But did we work optimally? Did we get the most out of what we could have done? Or can we be doing a little bit more? Can we be working a little bit smarter? Can we be getting better results by maybe changing up the way that we go about doing things, right? And I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks, some things that you can apply immediately to your workouts and possibly change your mindset a little bit about how you view going to the gym. It's not just about going to the gym and going through the motions and breaking a huge sweat at the end of it. You want to make sure that you're working out with purpose. Okay. Now, table of contents, the power of pre-workout, walking in with the plan, boosting motivation with music, distraction-free workouts, dynamic stretches, benefits of foam rolling, embracing strength training, minimizing rest for maximum results, compound movements for efficiency, adding weights to amplify workouts, choosing the right weight, mental focus during exercise, workout law, tracking your progress, HIT, using a smartwatch, and active recovery days. Now let's go into the power of pre-workout. Now, a lot of people use pre-workout. A lot of people don't need it. One of the benefits of pre-workout is that if you have a pre-workout, it can also help with your mental kind of preparation of understanding that you are preparing your body to work out. The same way that maybe you listen to a specific radio station or podcast on your way to the gym to mentally tell yourself that you're about to go and work out, you can prepare your body by taking pre-workout and having enough caffeine that's going to get you not just through the workout, but kind of in the right mindset and feeling the right jitters a little bit, right? You can also use caffeine. The only thing I'll say to this is that if you're going to use caffeine or if you're going to use pre-workout, make sure you don't take it within the first hour of waking up. You want to wait at least 1 hour after you wake up. Right now, if you're the type of person that wakes up and immediately does a workout, then you can do a cup of coffee, you can do pre-workout, but you might want to think about using carbs as your energy source instead of trying to do a pre-workout. Just because sometimes when you wake up, the body needs a little bit of self kind of adjustment time before you take that pre-workout. Okay. Now, there's a lot of different pre-workouts out there. We covered this in the supplement presentation, but one of my favorite ones is BPN Flight or Jacked by Buffed Up, Alpha Buffed, something like that. I'll post it later on. But it can also serve as a mood enhancer. You want to take it roughly 15 to 30 minutes before your workout. If you try a pre-workout and you don't like it, it might be because it has beta-alanine, gives you the jitters. It might be because the caffeine is too high. I definitely suggest instead of switching to a different pre-workout, just try a smaller dose of it and see if you can get used to it, okay? Walking in with the plan. Now, we talked about this. You want to go on with an efficient plan. You have a step-by-step guide already with the app. We have an effective workout plan. Use it. Stay on track. You want to stay focused in the momentum that you're doing to the gym by actually using the app for your rest times. Go in there, launch your app, set up your phone for it to be in fitness mode or do not disturb mode when you're at the gym and do your workout. Use your rest timers in the app. Take good notes. In the middle of your workout, if you want to send me a message, you just click on my little face icon in the bottom right and it'll send me a message right away. You can send me messages during your workouts if you want some feedback or if you need something. And if I see it, I'm going to respond like that. When you're using the app, make sure you are intentional. Don't just open the app and not look at it. Log everything. See what you did last time. See what you're going to do this time. Make sure you log everything. Use the rest timers in the app because that's what's gonna work best for you. All right. It's not about going in there and hoping that you do well. It's about having a plan. Power playlist. So boosting motivation with music. Sometimes music is the thing that gets you going. Sometimes I listen to podcasts at 2 times speed. Sometimes that doesn't work for me. Sometimes I need music. There's also playlists out there that are like for motivational music, and they play not necessarily just music, but it's like an audio track that is meant to inspire you and motivate you. Have the best headphones. You spend $12, $20, $30 on random delivery or coffee or, Dunkin' Donuts or maybe buying something out that you don't need. Be like responsible enough to buy yourself something that you are going to use, something you are going to take care of, and that they're going to really help you. So if you don't have the best headphones, buy yourself a good pair of headphones. You want to make sure that you actually enjoy the music that you're listening to. And with the music, it keeps your body moving, it keeps you in tempo, it keeps you focused, and it keeps you from getting distracted. Distraction-free workouts, focus factor. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can focus, right? One of the ways you can do that is if you have an iPhone, you can actually set up the iPhone to the moment that you actually drive into the parking lot of your gym, you can set it to go into fitness mode, and it only will open up certain apps on your screen. Maybe it'll only be the fitness app. Maybe it's only your music app. Maybe your messages and all of the phone calls, they're all muted, right? Or when you start your fitness on your watch, it can put your phone into fitness mode. Use technology for your benefit. Use technology to set reminders. If you have trouble actually getting to the gym and putting your workouts in your calendar, put them in your calendar and put the address of your gym. So when the reminder comes up, it gives you directions to your gym and you have no reason to say that you forgot to go to the gym. We use technology to our benefit in a lot of other ways. Why would we not use it actually remembering to go to the gym, right? Now, digital detox. Now, there's benefits in unplugging during the gym. I don't want you to not use the app for the workouts during the gym. I want you to stay away from the other apps that are going to draw your attention away. They're going to make you feel like you're wasting your time. If you go into social media, before you know it, you're scrolling instead of doing the reps that you were supposed to do. Stay off your phone. If you don't need it, do the workouts, log your workouts, use the rest timers in there, and make sure you stay intentional with your workouts. Dynamic stretches. So a long time ago, when we were little, the coaches, everybody at gym class used to tell you to stretch before working out. Now, studies have shown that cold stretching is actually possible to cause injuries in the body. You don't want to stretch your body when it's cold. So dynamic stretching, such as walking on the treadmill for 5 to 10 minutes before you actually do your workout, or doing a set of whatever workout you're going to do with light reps, or doing jumping jacks, or doing something that's going to be dynamically stretching your body, is much better for you than doing cold stretching, right? It's good to do a warm-up at least 5 minutes. You can even just do a warm-up on the treadmill, but a warm-up means you warm up. You get your body warmed up, okay? Now, most of the programs that we have in there have warm-ups, but if you want to do your own warm-up, that's fine as long as you actually do something that warms your body up. Now, for bonus points, do a warm-up that actually benefits the body part that you're going to be working out that day. For example, if you're going to be hitting squats that day, do 20 to 40 air squats and then do it twice to warm up your legs, right? That's one way that you can actually dynamically warm up the lower part of your body. Benefits on foam rolling. So foam rolling is something that I recommend at the end of your workout, not every single day. But if you feel very tense, if you feel like your body's very tight, I do suggest foam rolling. If you have a lacrosse ball and you feel like your chest is tight or your back is tight, you can put that lacrosse ball right at the shoulder point, right here in your arm, in the little pit of your chest, press against the wall, and that will release your chest. Same thing with your back. Or you can use a foam roller to roll out certain parts of your muscles. There is a foam roller regimen in the Savage Boost sessions. If you scroll through, you'll find one that says foam roller, and you can actually do foam rolling for a cool down. All right. It is something that I suggest you do at least once a week, or you can also do something a little bit different, such as cold water immersion or doing sauna for recovery as well. We talked a little bit about this today in the Savage chat, but the chiropractor and doing therapeutic deep tissue massage is something that I suggest, and I actually do once a week to recover the muscles, to make sure that any tightness that I have is handled the right way instead of me just going through it and feeling the pain. Strength training. So everybody here is doing strength training. A lot of people that came through when they started, maybe they didn't believe in strength training. Maybe they believed, and I have to do cardio for 20 to 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour to truly lose weight. And we've all seen that that's just not the case, right? So building muscle raises your metabolism. And when you raise your metabolism, your testosterone goes up. Actually, excuse me, the other way around. So when you raise your testosterone, your metabolism speeds up. So when we build muscle by lifting weights, we actually will raise our metabolism, or we'll actually burn fat at a much faster rate than if you did an hour of cardio. Cardio only gets you so far. Cardio is like the cherry on top at the end of your workout, but weightlifting, dumbbells, barbells, cables, machines, all these different things, even body weight, calisthenics, can help you lose fat the right way because it actually boosts your metabolism and it keeps your metabolism burning for a much longer period. Minimizing rest for maximum results. So there's interval intensity. Sometimes you have to stretch your rest periods for heightened workout intensity. There's 3 ways that we can progressively overload our workouts. Now, when you go to the gym, I want you to go to the gym and I want you to leave it all there. What I mean by that is that I don't want you to leave the gym and feel like you didn't do anything. 3 ways to do progressive overload. If last week you did 3 sets of 12 reps of dumbbell bench press, I want you to aim for 3 sets of maybe 15 reps of dumbbell bench press. But if you hit 15, guess what? I want you to go back down to 12, but raise the weight a little bit. And then maybe you only hit 3 sets of 8 or 3 sets of 9 or 3 sets of 10. And then when you get to a point where you're doing 3 sets of 12, guess what? You can lift the weight a little bit. However, here we're talking about minimizing rest. Another way you can progressively overload and make sure that you're making more and more progress is by lowering your rest time. Now, I don't want you to lower your rest time, but like if I tell you to rest 2 minutes, you only rest for 30 seconds. No, lower it by 15 seconds. No more, no less, no more than 15 seconds. So I don't want you to lower it by 30 seconds. I don't want you to skip your rest time. Use your rest time. Trust me, the body needs it. But if you're doing a workout, maybe it's calf raises. And when you finish the calf raises, you don't really feel it as intensely as you wish you did. Guess what? If I give you a 30-second or a 45-second rest period, maybe lower it to 15, right? Maybe lower it to 30 and then hop right back on and do the calf raises. It's going to help you by making sure the metabolic rate is still firing at all times. Now, certain exercises such as barbell bench press or deadlifts or squats, large compound movements, don't lower your rest times for those. The reason we don't want you to lower your rest times for those is because it's a whole compound movement and your body needs to rest, or else you're going to probably sacrifice your form. Okay. And we don't want you to sacrifice form. We're not here to ego lift. I want you to be very intentional with every one of your workouts and use proper form. The videos in the app are there for a reason. I want you to actually use them. And you can record yourself doing a workout, send me the video, and I will send you feedback on what I think you should change or what you're doing really well. Compound movements for efficiency. So we're talking about this. Multi-muscle movements, exploring the most effective compound size. So squats, deadlifts, bench press, specifically with the barbell, dumbbells as well, because, excuse me. But when we talk about compound movements, it's going to be when the body uses more than one muscle body part to do the movement. So I know that we think that, a bench press is for the chest, but your body is also using some of that tricep strength. Your body's going to be using more than just the chest muscles for your bench press. When you do your deadlift, yes, it's mostly your glutes and your quads, but your body is also going to use your back to strengthen and tighten your core. Your body's going to use your shoulders to make sure your grip is tight on that deadlift. Now, when you do squats, the same thing. It's going to target a lot more of the body, but your core is going to be braced. We want to make sure that these compound movements, your form is as best as possible before you go up in weight. Compound movements are very good for boosting your metabolism because it actually burns a lot more calories, because you have to stabilize your whole body because you're using more muscle groups than just one muscle group. When you use a machine and it has one plane of motion, so if you're going up and down on a bench press machine, your chest muscles are the only thing being used. Now, contrary to that, when you use a barbell bench press, your body's going to use a lot more muscles than just the chest muscles, which is why you're going to burn more calories, which is why sometimes you'll notice in the programs, as you go up in phases, we switch from machine to dumbbells to barbell, right? That's one of the major things, and it boosts testosterone, and we all need testosterone, even women, because when your testosterone goes up, your metabolism will go up, okay? Adding ways to amplify workouts. Same thing we talked about earlier. You can do that by adding maybe 0.25 or 2.5 or 5 pounds or 10 pounds as you go up gradually. But if you get to a point where you add more weight and you start to see that you're sacrificing your form, that's where you stop or you go back down a little bit. I want you to have good form. I want you to be able to get to where you have about 1 or 2 left in the tank, and that's it, but not sacrificing form. Watch the videos, rewatch the videos, and if you have another question about the video, watch the video and send me a message. Progressive overload, that's what we talked about. When you go up in weight, I'm brain fart. Gradually, when you go up in weight gradually, or you shorten your rest time, or you do more reps. But if the range I have you doing is 8 to 12 and you keep only getting 8, you need to go down in weight a little bit, and maybe you'll get to 10. Maybe you'll get to 11. And if you keep hitting 12, you need to go up in weight. And if you only get to 8, 8, 8 the next time you do it, that's fine. Eventually it'll be 8, 8, 9, maybe 10, and maybe eventually 12, 12, 12, and then you go up in weight again. That's the way you gradually, progressively overload. Considering the right weight. So weight selection strategy. So I want you to make sure that you use the weight that you can control. Once you've been doing this for a little bit, you understand what weight you have. It's recorded in the app, so you can go back and see what weight you did. And that way you can keep using the same weight and going up little by little. But if you haven't done a certain exercise before and you have a new one that maybe I put in there that maybe you haven't experienced or you haven't played with, try out different weights, and you should have about 1 to 2 left in the tank as far as reps. So if you do an exercise that you've never done before and your form was good and you rewatched it and your form was good and you felt like you could have done 4 or 5 or 6 more, it was too light. You need to go up in weight a little bit. You should only have about 1 to 2, maybe 3 left in the tank. Okay? And make sure your form is solid. And if you need to, go down in weight. Sometimes you have to go down in weight, especially if we're doing supersets, because your body's going to be much more worn out. Mental focus or exercise. So think about the muscle growing as you do it. Focus on the body part that you are trying to work out. If you're doing a pull-up, focus on making sure that it's your back that you're using and not pushing back and using your shoulders. You can make sure you do this by watching the video and then making sure that when you do it, you're thinking about your form instead of just doing it. So if you think about making sure that you're doing bicep curls and you're looking at your bicep and you're having a mind-body connection to it, and you're actually making sure that the movement is right, you're going to make sure that you're not leaning further back. You're going to make sure that the movement actually goes where it's supposed to, right? All the videos are pretty much designed to be able to show you exactly what movement you're going to be doing and how you do it. Now, we can get super nitty gritty and we can talk about, well, when you get the barbell or when you do dumbbells and you get past this certain point in the body, your arm isn't really in flexion anymore, so you're losing. We're not doing all that. That is bro science. That is getting into the real finite detail. That's trying to understand algebra when right now we're working on just addition and subtraction. I want you to focus on doing the workouts and doing them the right way. And trust me, they will get you results. We are not focused on the small little factors that we don't need to focus on. Okay. Track your progress. Make sure you use the app, effectively log your workouts. Measure your milestones and celebrate them. The app will tell you how many workouts you've done. The app will tell you if you hit new PRs. Like, celebrate those. I love when you guys post those in the Savage Squad. Analyze your workout data. If you did something last time and you think you can do better this time, then try for it. Don't just tell yourself, oh, okay, I did this many last time, I'm going to do the same this time. No, like, push yourself a little further, have good form, but I guarantee you that you could probably do a lot more than you did last time. And that's very important to remember that. All right. So a lot of people avoid high intensity interval trainings, HIIT workouts. The reason why people avoid them is because they're hard. They make you feel like you're doing cardio. But the thing is, you're combining resistance training, calisthenics with cardio. And the reason why it's so good is because studies have shown that for 10 hours after you do your workout, your body is still in a metabolism heightened state. You're still burning fat for a lot longer of a period, where you could have done a 10 to 15-minute workout and your body is still burning fat for a much longer period of time, which is one of the benefits of the HIIT workouts. So if you do all your workouts throughout the week and then I give you a HIIT workout on one of the weekends and you skip it, you're literally missing out on something that could benefit you greatly. All right. Using a smartwatch. So if you have a smartwatch and you have it tied in with the app, if you start the workout on your watch, I wouldn't suggest starting it on the phone as well. But if you start on your phone, it might show up on your watch. But if you start on your watch first and then start on your phone, it'll show up as a double workout, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But I would start it on your phone and then it should pop up on your watch if you're using a smartwatch. It helps you see the data of what you're doing. It helps you see your heart rate. It helps you see where it is that you are maybe spending too much time on, because we can see at the end of the workout how long that workout took you and how long it should have taken you, because all of the workouts have an estimated time of what it should take you based on what they believe the workout was going to take you time-wise. And we can see where it is that you are maybe doing really well. Maybe your heart rate went way too high in a certain area, that maybe it's because you're exerting too much energy and your form is not good, that we can work down and we can realize where it is that we need to make some changes. Active recovery day. So if you don't have a workout for that day, I want you to actively recover that day. And what does that mean? That means do something that's a little bit physical. It could be as simple as going for a walk. Maybe you want to go for a hike. Maybe you want to do a quick 20 squats, 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups at home if you want to. It doesn't have to be super complicated. It could be doing a bike ride. It could be just maybe going for a swim. Active recovery is a great way to make sure that you're still moving the body, because it keeps your metabolism going. Okay? Listen to your body. If you need to recover, if you need to take a rest day, if you need to take a nap, do that. But active recovery is a way to make sure that you're recovering properly, but keeping your metabolism firing to make sure that you're making progress. Homework assignments. So this week, I want you to focus on implementing one of the new strategies that we talked about into your gym routine. When you need help, ask for help. Okay, I can't help you if I don't know that you're struggling. And at the end of the workout, I want you to reflect on the changes that you made. And I want you to share the experience and insight in what it says group session, but in the Savage Squad. And that's going to be for today, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. I believe that's the last slide. Yep, stop share. Was I not sharing my screen this whole time? I was not, was I? I was, maybe. I don't know. Pause share. Okay, pause share. Okay, cool. And then we'll just stop recording. This is where we'll finish off today. You know what? Let's keep the recording going, actually. How do I close this? How do I stop share? All right, here we go. Think. 1 second. Stop share. There we go. All right, guys, do me a favor. Turn your cameras on. You don't have to unmute yourselves, but turn your cameras on. Today's gonna be the first time we actually do this. I'm gonna be doing this every single Thriving Thursday and possibly every Mindset Monday. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it on Mondays, but everyone here is gonna be input into winning a $10 gift card that I'm gonna send to you as soon as we get off today's Thriving Thursday call. So the requirement is that you have your camera on, and spinning wheel name picker. So let me go ahead and share screen, share this. All right. So we're gonna have Cassie, Heather, Joe, and Jenny, Coach JP. I'm just kidding. All right, unmute yourselves. I want to hear you guys laughing and celebrating.
I use that spinning wheel a lot in my classroom, so when I saw it, I got excited.
All right, so what do? Do I just click the spin? Okay, so the winner is going to win a $10 gift card of your choice to whatever you want. We can do Amazon, we can do Starbucks, we can do Dunkin' Donuts. So once we're done here, I'll send you a message, but whoever wins. And make sure you go and post that you won in the Savage chat so everybody understands that they missed out. Okay, ready? Here we go. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Ooh, Heather.
Negative.
Heather, congratulations. We have a winner. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and shoot you a message here shortly. And thank you.
My camera's not working, so you have to give it to somebody else.
Your camera's working. You're just in like pitch black. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. I hope you got something out of today.